If you use the IRS Track My Stimulus Check tool, which you see in front of you, and it returns a no information result, or it returns a March 17th result, what does that mean? Breaking news details happening just in the last half hour that explains what the answers to those two questions are. And I have them right now. Breaking news just minutes ago as Noontime LALATE gets underway, starting right now on this channel. You may have used the Check My IRS tool that can track your $1,400 third stimulus check, and you're wondering, why does it say no information, or why does it say March 17th? You're trying to track your stimulus check with an IRS.GOV tool, which you see in front of you on the screen, but you're unsure why those results are what they are. I have breaking details from the White House and minutes ago from big banks that explains why they say that. How are you? It's Noontime LALATE with a lot of exciting details and a lot of breaking news. So thank you for joining me. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. Links at the top of the chat and also the bottom of the chat. If you're just joining me, at the top of the hour, I went over a major recording about breaking developments about your $1,400 third stimulus check. Not one, but two major developments. I'll recap them in a second in this video. Then right before this video, I had a separate standalone video just about the Direct Express card. If you're wondering about receipt on Direct Express card, go watch that video as well. This video is more about the IRS tracking tool. Let me get right to those answers to those two questions, but stay to the end because I have big shocking developments happening minutes ago. First, if you use the Track My IRS Stimulus tool, which is at IRS.GOV, here it is, and you'd use it and it comes back with no information about your stimulus check, what does it mean? Well, you've heard me say a couple of times the tool doesn't work. The tool historically has errors, and historically it should not be something you rely upon. But if it shows no information, one of the viewers in one of the earlier chats said, don't worry, because in the case of paper checks, they're coming by mail, and IRS tool generally shows no information for paper checks. Really interesting. I cannot confirm whether that's true or incorrect. But if you normally receive paper checks and you see no information, no cause for alarm. More importantly, I've been saying for a while that if you use the tool and you're waiting to see a stimulus check land in your bank account and the tool comes back with the information of no information, don't freak out. It's not a reliable tool. But what happens if the tool actually shows that there is money activity? Namely, it shows something happening on, oh, look, it shows it's currently down. What happens if the tool shows that there is money available starting the 17th? What is the significance of that? I have all the details for you right now. Minutes ago, the big banks issued a statement, and that statement was that IRS's effective date for the stimulus check is March 17th. So, if you use the IRS Track My Stimulus tool and you see a March 17th date in the tool, congratulations, because that might be exactly the date in which the direct deposit funds are either pending or cleared. Yes. We're now seeing enough indication that the March 17th date is, for purposes of big banks, and even commercial banks and smaller banks, the date at which the funds will clear. Why do we know this? This is why. Not one, but two announcements in the last few hours. The first one happened about half an hour ago. Half an hour ago, the major big banks said, you know what, we have the funds, but we can't release them, and we're not releasing them because the effective date on the stimulus that we receive from IRS is March 17th. So we're releasing it on March 17th, which is great news. It's tomorrow. If you're just watching me, it's about 12:30 Pacific Standard Time on March 15th. Excuse me, March 16th. Tomorrow is March 17th. And so they're saying that tomorrow they're releasing the funds. That's item number one. Number two, other banks are saying March 17th is when the funds are ready. So they could either show pending or available to withdraw tomorrow. When would tomorrow be the date to see the funds? It could be anywhere in the morning to the late in the afternoon. Now let's go back to that tool. Why is that tool also sometimes helpful? When it shows you the amount of the check, sometimes it's beneficial. Again, the tool is generally not reliable. But if it shows exactly what the household size you think should be, that's really good news. Next, something you're only hearing on this channel, nowhere else. I've had a lot of viewers tell me that on Monday, the Track My IRS tool said one thing about them, and on Saturday, last Saturday, it said something different. Yes, so you may see different things at different times. What was the other breaking news? The other breaking news really is not so much about the direct deposit IRS.GOV tracking, but the paper checks. Paper checks, as that one viewer said, may not be able to be tracked by IRS, but you don't have to because the president issued a new statement this morning. In a news recording, the president said, do not worry, because stimulus checks went out across the country and will land in your mailbox or mail or email within 10 days. Meaning, if you're waiting to see when you're getting the paper check of the third stimulus check, don't worry, because it will be by the end of next week. That's 10 days from last Thursday. Here is the president's statement this morning.
We're going to reach two goals in the next 10 days. 100 million shots in people's arms. 100 million shots. And 100 million checks of $1,400 or more in people's pockets within the next 10 days. We're on the way. Help is on the way.
The day also started with exciting and surprising news from IRS, which said do not use an amended tax return to fix anything just yet. IRS is issuing advisories over the next few days, IRS tells the news, to address this concern. And there you go. If you're just joining me, let me tell you where we are. On the video before this, I went over the Direct Express card. The Direct Express card is a specific instrument that some people receive their SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Railroad benefits on. That Direct Express card has yet to pay any of the millions of viewers of this channel any of their stimulus checks as of Tuesday noontime. And by all indications, I'm now suggesting that the Direct Express card may be paying viewers tomorrow, the 17th. Second, one viewer says that her daughter uses Direct Express card and shows pending for March 17th as well. Number three, if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or Railroad benefits, how do you know when you're getting to your stimulus check? It has nothing to do whether you're on benefits, because I have viewers on SSI who got the stimulus check on Friday, last Friday, because they used Chime. I have other people on SSI who got their stimulus check yesterday because they used H&R Block Emerald card. And I expect to see other people who are on SSI and SSDI get their stimulus check by direct deposit today, because some banks are releasing funds today. So cutting back to this video on Track My Stimulus Check with the IRS tool, what should you know? One, if the stimulus tracking tool of IRS.GOV reveals no information, don't worry, because it's if you are a paper check person, because a lot of viewers are reporting that it never shows anything for a paper check. The President of the United States confirms that paper checks in a video this morning will be landing in 10 days from last Thursday. That's if there's no information and you're a paper check recipient. If there's no information and you were expecting a direct deposit, also don't worry, because the tool is generally not reliable. Here's the tool crashing for me while I'm trying to show it to you on camera. Number 3, if you use the tool and the tool does return a March 17th date, that's really good, because now the big banks are reporting across the country from the East Coast to the West Coast that deposits will be available March 17th or pending for March 8th, available for March 18th. My guess is most all viewers of this channel who have a March 17th date in their IRS portal or from their bank will have their $1,400 third stimulus check on March 17th. Congratulations. Now with that, let me answer some of your incredible questions in the chat. If you have questions about anything, or you see a March 17th date in their IRS tool, drop that as well. The community page, Tana asks, where's the community page? It's in the description to this video at news.lalate.com/community. What can you tell us about EIDL? That was a laugh a minute on the video before this. Nothing for EIDL has gone live. Nothing has gone live from second stimulus EIDL. Nothing has gone live for third stimulus EIDL. They are literally behind on 6 EIDLs at this point. I don't know what they're doing. Florence says, I don't have a date on the IRS depending on what. So what does that mean? So Florence, if you were expecting direct deposit and you show no information on the IRS Track My Stimulus tool, then don't worry, because it's not a reliable tool. If you normally would receive it by paper check, then don't worry, because most viewers who receive it by paper check report never seeing any information in the IRS Track My Stimulus tool. My bank has nothing, Julie. Okay, there you go. IRS says not enough information and they're working on it. Sina. Yeah, that means, Joel, mine says April 18th, and I'm not thought about that date. April 18th or March 18th? What do you mean April 18th? Can you explain how I can get help with my utility bills? That is purple, which is this afternoon at about 2 o'clock. Did the IRS have the release dates for the veterans, SSI and SSI, with the CARES Act and the second stimulus package? Well, I was not recording for CARES Act. And for second stimulus, no one was getting a universal date this time like they were last time. Understand that this president has made very clear that he's delivering the stimulus checks differently than Trump did. So IRS is under different instructions this time than the prior stimulus packages. What about Direct Express, says Michael. In the video before this, I detailed that no one on Direct Express has yet to receive a single penny, but some have reported seeing pending for tomorrow. I certainly believe that Direct Express will start showing it starting tomorrow. But great question. I appreciate that question. Francisco, LA is the best. I appreciate that. My bank says they don't have $1,400 for anyone. That's not good. Regina, will the $3,000 for my child come if I'm on SSI and the taxpayer says I'm not eligible? Too early on that. That is what IRS.GOV is saying today. IRS.GOV is saying, everyone calm down about the $3,000 for the children and the hazard pay and everything else. They're saying, everyone calm down, and we're going to issue advisories about it in the next few days, because there is a very big panic by people that says that they're saying, I want to ensure that I get this money. I don't want to miss it. Denise says, I love you, LA. Love you back. Direct has nothing pending and has not shown anything. Tenants. Don't worry, Tenants, because most viewers don't even show pending either for Direct Express. But that's a great comment. Thank you to Trenes for that comment. So I guess some of you will know if you get it tomorrow or the next few rounds the other days. Northern. No, I really do believe that between the 17th and 18th, most of those viewers will get the stimulus check electronically. The paper people will be the week after it. John, my sister and I have the same bank. She got hers and I did not. There you go. Well, this is not something I don't want to instill fear in you, John, but if this continues a day or two, I would be concerned about that. It would be fine if it's 24 or 48 hours, but if your daughter has received it and you go a few days and you don't show anything, I would be of concern. Joanne, love LA. I appreciate that. Dark says nothing pending. And there we are. What a big day it is. Across the land. And wow, we're already 15 minutes of this video. If you're just joining me, let me tell you where we are. The President of the United States issued a new statement this morning telling the American people that the $14 third stimulus check will be landing everywhere, including paper check in 10 days as of last Thursday. Number two, the big banks are now reporting that they're releasing the funds on the 17th. Number three, the IRS Track My Stimulus tool has generally not been reliable, but if it shows March 17th, you're likely to get the stimulus check on the 17th or the 18th. Meantime, I'm back with big news from Wall Street. I haven't even had time to get to Elizabeth Warren today. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff happening across the board. I'm coming right back with you with Afternoons LA starting in about 20 minutes from now, shortly after this. So don't miss anything. If you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe on this video. You don't want to miss a penny or a minute or any information that's happening across the board. It's free to subscribe. Hit that subscribe on this video. Also, like this video. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, a Calcino VIP. There's Brandon, there's Denise, there's Francisco, there's Patty, there's Victor, there is Ashley, and there's Bruce, and there's Alma, and there's Charlotte, and there's Bonita. There you are. Join me as I'm back in just 20 minutes as Afternoons LA kicks up big gear.